Let's be honest, no one really likes property taxes, but for the most part, we understand why we pay them. It's when we pay too much or see sudden changes they become a problem. And that has been an issue here at home. In fact, the highly publicized problems in Jackson County 2 years ago prompted a statewide push for property tax reform. A special House committee is traveling the state to hear from taxpayers looking for ideas. The panel stopped in Kansas City last week.
It shouldn't just be us making these decisions without input. And so it's really helpful to be going around and hearing from constituents all over Missouri about their suggestions, their concerns, and stories we just did not know about.
I'd love to see that these guys and gals in here understand how devastating this is to people, and that they would actually get something passed that would help keep these people in their homes.
Several Jackson County homeowners were in the crowd weighing in on problems with assessments and appeals these past couple of years. 3 more hearings are scheduled across the state. You know, lawmakers said it has taken years to reach this point. They do not expect a quick fix. Educators were at the meeting too, voicing their concerns about collateral damage brought on by property tax problems. Of course, property tax is how school districts get much of their funding, and they're limited by law as to how much they can raise their levies, even if county assessments surge. So whatever changes are made in Jeff City greatly affect public education in Missouri. Let's discuss with Kenny Southwick, Executive Director of the Cooperating School Districts of Greater Kansas City. Welcome back. As we know, you represent nearly 40 districts in our area. You testified at last week's hearing. What are your main concerns here, and what would you like to see from this panel?
Yeah, so our main concern is let's be fair to the taxpayers. Let's get fair market values. Give that information to the school districts. We're bound by law how we set our levies and dollars we can put in our debt service, but give us good numbers and then we'll make everything work from there. We'll stay in compliance with the law, all of our school districts do, but we understand that when a taxpayer gets a shock, it's a shock to us as well. So we're there just, we hope we can all work together. And I'm not here to blame anybody. I don't want to blame the tax commission or the assessors or the legislators or anybody. Let's look at the problem, and we're willing to work to try to help fix it.
Last year, we discussed the rollback of property assessments, which has been quite a saga in Jackson County, to say the least. What sort of effects did that have on schools going into this new year?
Well, one of the big problems is the number of appeals and the number of appeals that weren't heard prior to the time that the districts had to set their levies. So the levies in some Jackson County school districts were rolled back probably further than what they should have been. There is an opportunity for, once all that gets sorted out, for them to recoup some of that ongoing, but it's just something that you have to worry about that you shouldn't have to. Let's get the numbers right. Let's be fair to everybody, and then we'll make sure we've got all our services.
Of course, while all this is happening, Governor Kehoe has said that he wants to keep state education funding flat. That's despite the General Assembly approving $300 million more for education. The governor has told reporters that more money can't be the answer to the problem every time. What say you?
So at the meeting last week, I was asked the question, how much is enough? Enough is what it takes for us to educate all of our kids. We don't close our doors to anybody. When they come in, we take care of the needs. I will tell you that he wants to keep it flat, but we were noticed this week that there's $1 billion shortfall, and DESE is supposed to put a plan on the governor's desk that would cut 10%, 15%, or 20%. If you go with the medium of that, which would be 15%, which kind of makes sense, that claws back every bit of that money that was given to the school districts. But it won't be in the foundation formula or transportation. It'll be in other programs. I wish we could keep everything flat. I wish we could cut back. But every day there's a new program or a new problem that we're supposed to solve. And I think we're going to talk about one of those with the new cell phone.
Yeah, let's talk about that, because there's a new state law that bans a cell phone use in public schools in Missouri during the school day. How do you walk that line? Because I know parents are understandably concerned about the safety of the child and being in contact with their kids while also trying to balance distractions.
They absolutely are, and we've gone through the system. I've been around enough when we didn't have cell phones and when we first had them, and we just took them away and had our parents come and get them. So cell phones, if you look around in our society, are a habit, and elementary kids are getting phones. So to take those away cold turkey will be difficult. I will tell you from research that we've done, all of our districts are in compliance with policy. We're ready to go on August 28th when this thing takes effect. Parents have been notified, discipline plans have been put in place. to try to be progressive and not just hammer students, because they're used to this. And it's not just a cell phone. It's a personal computer. It's a watch.
Right.
You ask how many people have got an Apple Watch, and those from bell to bell have been excluded. We do have an opportunity if there's a catastrophe or there's an emergency for students to have access to their phones, but the rest of the time they're to be put away, and we're gonna monitor it. We're gonna be in compliance with the law best we can.
All right, some big changes on the way for the year. Kenny Southwick, thank you so much. Good to see you again.
Thank you for always having us and listen to what we have to say.
No problem. We'll continue to track your tax dollars and what any changes mean for you. Look for updates on air and online at KMBC.com. And KMBC 9 News has you covered on everything back to school. Bring you live reports from districts every day this week on KMBC 9 First News. We're back after this.